Hi Hofstra residents. Today I'm going to show you how to participate in the Relocated Student Room Selection process. Relocated Student Room Selection is the process by which students are notified by the Office of Residence Life that their rooms are ineligible to homestead. These students are given priority status and a date to select a room in a different residential building for the upcoming academic year. Current students living on campus during the spring semester are eligible to participate in relocated student room selection if the rooms and/or buildings they are living in are not available for the next academic year due to things such as scheduled renovation, capacity changes, or other reasons outlined by the Office of Residence Life. Please keep in mind that students are notified in advance via email if they fall into this category. Students with relocated status will have the opportunity to select a room of the same room type that they are currently in a different building on campus. It's important to note that all rooms must be filled to capacity. What this means is, if you're in a multiple occupancy room, for example, you're living in a double room, you must select another double room and form a roommate group of 2 on the housing application. If you do not form a roommate group of 2, the system will not show you any spaces to select from on relocated room selection day. Students in first-year spaces are not considered relocated. Important information for fall 2026. Effective fall 2026, high-rise triple rooms and suite triple rooms in Colonial Square will no longer be available for student selection. Students currently residing in these spaces may participate in the relocated room selection process. If they decide to participate in this process, the room type that they can choose from is a high-rise double room. Students participating in the relocated student room selection process will have the opportunity to pull in another resident that they are not currently roommates with. In order to pull in a roommate, an available space must be existing. The student being pulled in must have a completed housing application on file and also have accepted the roommate request you have sent them. Commuting, study abroad, and new students can also be pulled into open spaces as long as they have paid the required $300 housing deposit and enrollment fee to Hofstra. In addition to that, they must have a completed housing application on file and also be in a roommate group with you. Before a student can participate in the relocated student room selection process and select a new room, there's a couple of things they need to do. They need to complete and submit a housing application. If they're living in a multiple occupancy room, they must create a roommate group. Then they should ensure that the requested roommate has submitted their housing application and accepted the roommate request. Once all that is taken care of, log back into your housing application when the relocated student room selection date begins and select your space. On the relocated student room selection date, you want to access your housing application by logging onto your portal at my.hofstra.edu. Then you want to click on My Apps in the top right-hand corner and click on the housing icon. You are now in your housing portal. Please click on the hyperlink that says Complete Your Housing Application to open up your housing application. You want to determine what you're applying for, and ensure that the status of your application says Application Complete. Once you do that, click on Continue. Your housing application will now open up. If you're not directed to the page that says Relocated Room Selection, please scroll down and click on the hyperlink that says Relocated Room Selection. Once you do that, you will see the room type that you're currently residing in. Again, in order to participate in the relocated room selection process, you must select a room for the upcoming academic year that is identical to the room type you're residing in now. As a reminder, for fall 2026, high-rise triple rooms and triple rooms in Colonial Square will no longer be an option to select from. Students who are currently residing in these spaces and who are participating in the relocated student room selection process will have the opportunity to pick a double room. Click on the Select button. The room list will now open up. You will now have the opportunity to search for any open doubles by area or by location. If you want to narrow your search and you only want to look for doubles in Constitution Hall, for example, you can click on the location Constitution Hall, and the system will filter by double rooms that are available in Constitution Hall. Once you find the room that you wish to select, you hit Add to Cart. Please keep in mind, if you're selecting a multiple occupancy room, you must be in a roommate group in order to successfully participate in the relocated student selection process. You now want to select your bed from the drop-down menu. Before selecting the space, please ensure the building, the floor, and the room number is accurate. Once you confirm, you can select the space. You next want to select the bed space for your roommate. Once again, please verify and confirm that the building, floor, and room number is accurate before selecting the space. Once you confirm its accuracy, you can go ahead and select it. You next want to click on Assign Beds. Before you click on the Save and Continue button, be sure to confirm the building, floor, and room number is accurate, as this will be your housing assignment for the next academic year. Once you confirm that, please click on Save and Continue. Congratulations, you have successfully participated in the Relocated Student Room Selection process. Please be sure the information listed on this page is accurate. Students will receive a housing assignment email in June. If you have any questions related to your application submission, please contact the Office of Residence Life at reslife@hofstra.edu or by calling us at 516-463-6930. We hope this presentation helped you have a successful housing selection process.